that a lot of people have been dealing with in the news because there's been some crazy new things out there to keep airline passengers from reclining their seats. And oh man, did that create some controversy. So Diane Gottsman is joining us this morning. She's our etiquette expert, and we are talking about avoiding drama in the friendly skies or the not so friendly skies these days.
That's right.
Do's and don'ts when it comes to your time on the plane. How are you? It's very good to see you.
Nice seeing you. I experienced some of these just a couple of days ago.
I know.
A timely topic.
It is getting crazy out there. You know that little thing that you can put on the chair so people can't recline?
The knee defender.
Who invented it? Come on.
How do you get it on the plane is what I'd like to know. They only let you bring a couple of things. So what are you doing? Putting it under your shirt? It's big.
Don't know. I don't like that because I like reclining my seat. But we'll find out if that's good or bad in just a minute. All right, so let's talk about that. Pet peeves. These are do's and don'ts. Number one, don't ask to trade a middle seat for an aisle seat. Well, duh. That's not the same value.
That's like trading your turkey dinner for your can of Spam. Okay? So if you want to trade up, not down.
Okay.
So if you want to sit next to your husband or your child, and now if there's a young child, you should have already taken care of that in advance. But if you want to switch with somebody to be by your friend, you want to make sure that you are giving them a better seat than you're offering them.
Okay, got it. Now what about this? Recline before asking. Is that a do or a don't?
Ask first.
Ask?
You know,
really have to ask?
Recline only after you know, first you have to look back. The whole thing is to be aware.
Okay.
Make sure that the person behind you is not 6'9". Make sure that they're not eating, their tray is down, or that they have their laptop up. So it's about being courteous and just look back and say, do you mind if I lean back a little bit?
Okay.
And if they say no, don't be offended because, you know, their knees are right. I was sitting next to someone. It happened just this past week. This guy right in front of us, everything's in the media. He backs up. I can look in his ear practically. And this poor guy next to me was miserable the whole time.
Okay. So just be aware of the surroundings and be considerate.
Be considerate.
Fair enough. All right. Keep your shoes on during the flight.
Please. That's an easy one. Keep your shoes on.
What if it's an international flight? Sometimes they give you free socks.
And if it's a long distance, you have your socks. Wear socks. So again, you know, you get up to go to the restroom and you're barefooted. You are not in your own home.
Okay.
So not to mention the fact that it's full of germs.
Okay. This one needs to be discussed. Don't talk to someone if they're not interested. Right? How come there's that talky person on the plane with you and you just sit there and you're like,
and they're always next to me?
How come they don't get the sign?
I don't know. So you put your earbuds in and that's the universal sign.
Okay.
I don't want to be disturbed. You're reading, that's another sign. You're watching your iPad or you're watching a movie on your laptop or iPad. And then still they say, is that a good movie?
Can I watch
What are you reading?
Right? Yeah. Okay. This is another one, and I'm a mom, and I've been kicked in the back.
Yes.
And I'm like, I'm cool with like 2 or 3 kicks because it takes a while for you to notice, but you got to put an end to it. So don't let your kids kick the person in front of you.
We have to be courteous to kids, okay? We don't want to see someone with a whole family, the passengers on down the aisles rolling their eyes when they see children. That's not courteous. That's not flying the friendly skies. However, as parents, we need to make sure that they are acting as they would in a public place, just like they are at church or in a movie theater.
Okay.
So a kick, we all accidentally do it. But when it's 1, 2, 10, 12, it's time.
Okay. Who gets the armrest? I'm in the middle seat. I always end up like this. I get no armrest.
The middle person has both armrests. They should get both because they're being inconvenienced. They've got the can of Spam seat, okay? But what happens is somebody tends to put their arm up. So you know what? Somebody can have the front of the armrest. The person in the middle can have the back, or vice versa.
I tell you. Okay. What about the flight attendant? We want to treat them nice no matter what.
It's not their fault that there is weather, there is plane delays, there's diversions. It's not their fault. So, you know, you have to be courteous.
And this is one last thing I want to address. Don't bring smelly food on the plane. The plane gives you no food anymore. So you got to bring food.
Hard-boiled eggs are a big no, and tuna sandwiches. But seriously, hard-boiled eggs in a little zip bag, that's a big no.
Okay, guys, just be courteous and considerate, and you should be okay when flying the friendly skies. Diane Gottsman is our etiquette expert with the Protocol School of Texas. If you've got questions, you can find her online, DianeGottsman.com, or by giving her a call at 826-7400. Again, 826-7400.